Calvin, the happening and richest guy in town. He has all the exotic cars, beautiful houses, and all the ladies want him. Not only do they love him because of what he has to offer to them, but also they loved him because of his charms. Calvin wasn't always rich, or was he always from a rich home? No. But his sudden wealth also got some people talking, and of course, it came with lots of gossip. Kelvin is the type of guy that once you come in contact with him, you rest assured that he will load your pocket with lots of cash and beautiful, luxurious gifts. But one thing about Kelvin is that as a lady, once he has anything to do with you, he will never ever repeat himself again or want to have anything to do with you again for the second time. No matter who you are, no matter how beautiful you are. One day, Kelvin was out to drink in a very expensive bar in the city. When someone walked up to him, Kelvin couldn't recognize the guy coming towards him, but the guy was actually coming with a smile on his face. The strange guy called his name Kelvin, but Kelvin didn't pay much attention because he is now very popular. Kelvin thought maybe it was one of those guys that will always hail him in order to get cash from him. The young man was approaching closer, and when he finally came closer, Kelvin recognized him instantly. But how come Peter was looking like this? Peter quickly greeted him, but Kelvin wasn't all that happy to see him after a long time. So many memories flashed through Kelvin's mind. Kelvin and Peter were classmates back in their secondary school days. Back then, Peter was a very intelligent, smart boy, while Kelvin, on the other hand, wasn't intelligent at all. In fact, Kelvin wasn't liked very much by teachers either. In one of the occasions in school back in the day, Kelvin stole one of his classmates' school fees, and the classmate was busy crying and looking for her stolen school fees. She went and reported to the classroom teacher, who then came and was asking everyone for the money. Unknowingly to Kelvin, Peter saw him when he stole the money, so Peter reported Kelvin to the class teacher. The class teacher searched Kelvin thoroughly and found the money in his possession. Out of excitement, the classroom teacher called Peter and thanked him in front of his classmates, after using him to set as a good example for others to learn from. Kelvin was ridiculed, and in presence of everybody, Kelvin made Peter his sworn enemy. Kelvin was suspended in school for 2 weeks, after which the school principal ordered him to bring his parents along on the day of his resumption. On the day of his resumption, Kelvin went to school without his parents. When Kevin arrived, he lied to the school that his parents were not in town. But the principal wasn't buying the lie, so the principal simply went through Kelvin's profile and found his parents' phone number there, and the school principal called Kelvin's parents instantly. When Mr. and Mrs. Owens arrived at Kelvin's school, Mr. and Mrs. Owens are Kelvin's parents. Kelvin was shocked when he saw his parents. He lowered his head in shame. The school principal narrated to Kelvin's parents what Kelvin did, and to say that Kelvin's parents were disappointed and shocked was an understatement. Mrs. Owens started lamenting how Kelvin is a problem child in her home, how out of her 6 children, how Kelvin had refused to turn out good. She also went ahead to reveal to the school principal that Kelvin always steals her money at home. She also went ahead to also say that Kelvin will not amount to anything good. In fact, that she regrets giving birth to Kelvin. The school principal was shocked to hear this coming from the mother. In fact, the school principal decided that it was time to expel Kelvin from their school, that he is a big threat and bad influence to the other students. Kelvin's parents started pleading and begged the school management to have pity on Kelvin, but the school management refused to accept him. Kelvin was expelled from that school, and it's been so many years ago. So seeing Peter after a long time brought back bitter memories to Kelvin. "Kelvin, it's me, Peter," Peter exclaimed. "Ah, Kelvin, see as you fine, looking so fresh and clean. Ah, boss, bless me now." Well, Kelvin didn't want to act rude. He simply smiled. Peter went ahead to hail Kelvin. He started hailing him, "Boss, bless me. Boss, I hail you. Boss, you're so fresh. I want to be like you when I grow up. Oh, boss, please show me the way." Kelvin was still laid back upon all the hailing. Peter was hailing him. The only thing running through Kelvin's mind was painful memories of Peter and how he made him drop out of school. Yes, Kelvin didn't finish his secondary school in that school because he was expelled. Kelvin managed to write his WAEC in another school, and after that, he did not attend the university. Kelvin's siblings all went to the university and they are doing well individually. Kelvin's parents stopped talking to Kelvin because he was regarded as the black sheep. Kelvin didn't care either. After all, he is the biggest boy in town. Kelvin greeted Peter and Peter was happy. Finally, he's sitting face to face with the biggest bird, the biggest boy in town. Peter quickly asked Kelvin to forgive him for his past mistakes and that he should please help him out. Peter went on to reveal to Kelvin how he has been unable to get a job since he graduated from school, how his poor mom is suffering, and how everyone in his family is looking up to him for survival. Peter went on to tell Kelvin how he graduated from university years ago and is set to get a decent job. Peter pleaded with Kelvin that he graduated with a first class and that he needs help. Kelvin gave him a wicked smile and kept quiet. Kelvin told Peter that he will help him. Peter was surprised hearing this. He thanked Kelvin. Kelvin gave Peter his phone number and asked him to call him the next day. Peter went home very happy and excited. Peter called Kelvin the next day and Kelvin invited him to his home. Peter was so shocked when he got to Kelvin's house. In fact, the house was so beautiful and magnificent that Kelvin couldn't stop shouting. He exclaimed and knelt down before Kelvin and asked him to please help him out. Kelvin smiled and asked him to stand up. Kelvin asked his chef to prepare him food. Kelvin also called in girls to keep Peter company. Peter was so excited he couldn't stop smiling. What more could he ever ask of? After Peter was done eating, he got talking with Kelvin. Kelvin told him in simple terms that he will show him the way, but he must agree to the terms and conditions. So whatever he's going to tell him. Kelvin told Peter that for him to have so much wealth that he just needs to be sleeping with different ladies. That way his money will never finish. Peter was excited and left Kelvin's house, promising to be back the next day so he can do whatever it takes to be rich. Peter got home and was so happy, waiting for the set time Kelvin gave him to reach so that he can be made rich as well. That night, Peter's mom had a bad dream. She woke up and prayed. She went ahead to narrate the dream to Peter, but Peter's excitement made him not to see the dream as a big deal. When it was morning, Peter hurriedly took his bath and was getting ready to leave the house. Peter's mom insisted that she prays with him that morning. After praying with Peter, Peter hurriedly went out. Sadly, on his way to Kelvin's house, he had an accident. Before he could finish getting a first aid treatment, time was no longer on his side. But Peter didn't give up. He rushed to Kelvin's house, but he was shocked what he saw. Kelvin was now running mad. Peter had to clean his eyes to be sure of what he just saw. But yes, it was Kelvin, and Kelvin was running mad and was screaming, "Bag of tears, I'm sorry, forgive me, bag of tears, I'm sorry." Kelvin ordeal happened as a result of Peter not coming on time for the rituals, and Kelvin has gone ahead to reveal to Peter some of his secrets. Peter was shocked. He quietly left and went home. When Peter got home, he narrated the whole thing, the whole story to his mother. How his supposed helper is now running the streets mad. Kelvin's mom woke up from sleep. She has been dreaming. She screamed, "Thank God, it was all a dream." She hurriedly left and rushed to Kelvin's room. And when she entered, she met Kelvin crying. She hugged Kelvin, which was new to Kelvin because Kelvin always saw himself as the least loved person in their home. So the call came as a surprise. Kelvin's mom quickly apologized to Kelvin and promised to be a better mom and will always help and support him. That she accepts that he doesn't like school, but that she will make sure to support him. Kelvin was happy and smiled. For the first time in a long time, he felt loved. He felt cared for because Kelvin was already sad in their home. Kelvin felt so happy. Kelvin's mom went ahead to narrate the whole dream to her husband. Her husband also went and apologized to Kelvin, and they both assured Kelvin that they love him and they will help him build his mind. Even if he doesn't want to do schooling, they can help him out to do whatever good business that he chooses to do, and they will support him. Ever since that ugly dream, Kelvin was treated with love in their home. Alongside the rest of their siblings, he was no longer tagged as the bad egg or as the child that is not intelligent. He was treated fairly with so much love. And years later, Kelvin graduated from the university. And so far so good, Kelvin and the rest of his siblings has been doing well. This is the end. Hey guys, please kindly remember to like my videos, please subscribe, please share, on notification bell so each time I post new videos you'll be notified, okay? Thank you so much if you have watched up to this moment. In case in any of the videos advertisement pops up, please kindly do not skip. Help my channel to grow, alright? So guys, I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day and bye.